Alrighty then. Why am I sitting here in this spare room surrounded by laundry and God knows what else with the most convoluted, stupid setup in the world? So as you can see, I'm still as professional as I've ever been. First things first, hello to my 3 new subscribers. It's hard to tell because you keep coming and going. We've now passed the 60 subscriber threshold, if that was even a thing, after 10 years of it being stuck in the 50s. So if you aren't robots, thank you. If you are robots, thank you. If you're just a random glitch in the system, thank you. Speaking of things that have happened in about a decade, every video that I have ever edited from 2016 onwards has been on this absolutely wonderful piece of kit. The Acer Aspire Nitro, which I have lovingly covered in lots of random fucking stickers. It's not a bad bit of kit, but you know, I've had it 10 years. It's starting to show a few signs of wear and tear. This is its successor. Also an Acer. Woohoo, look at it. It's about 2 to 3 times more powerful, so... Exactly. What does this mean? Well, I've been using Sony Vegas since 2014. Before that I used Movie Plus 5. Don't laugh, I couldn't afford anything else. And now I'm moving on to... I can't remember the name of the new software, so I'm just going to insert it here really clumsily. I will be editing this video on that software using this laptop. Anyway, so that was a rambling update. Speaking of rambling updates, remember that recycle bin series that I did about 4 years ago? And I said that that was it now. Well, guess what? There's more. I have either since recorded or found some more shit videos that I didn't think was worth actually releasing without me talking beforehand as to why I didn't release them. So, unlike last time, they will be released probably a bit more sporadically. I'm a busy adult, so I don't have time to record 3 videos in a row, sorry. But I do have time apparently to talk about laptops that you care nothing about. Anyway, consider this, finally, after the very long intro, episode 1 of series 2 of this recycle bin series. Back when I got this very lovely camera in 2022, that was nearly 4 years ago, I was planning to do a vlog similar to this style, but I caught COVID the week after my birthday. Thanks. It was actually during a concert that had been postponed due to COVID. I was like, yeah, brilliant. No one's going to have COVID in 2022, right? Oh, fucking idiot. I was obviously wrong. I felt like I got hit by a ton of bricks, but not to be dissuaded from my original plan of doing a vlog, I did one anyway. And it was supposed to be Hot Vlog 3, but it turned into CovidVlog 1. Without further stalling, let's get on with it. Well, here we are. I'm finally speaking into the new camera. I was hoping to do a proper vlog, but unfortunately, after 27 months of running, I finally was caught by COVID. Now I say I was caught by it, not I caught it, because it's not some kind of rare Pokemon that I was searching out for all this time. I just realised I've been staring at the screen. If Pokemon existed in the real world, it would be one of those terrifying ones that would hunt you down and try and eat you or something. I don't know, I've not played or watched Pokemon in a long time. My brain's a little bit frazzled right now, so bear with me. So, how does one catch COVID? Well, you should know that already now. It's been in the world for 2.5 years at least. But how I caught it, I think, I was at a gig, a really good gig actually, called Cloud Busting. It was a Kate Bush tribute act. A few of us had already booked tickets back in January 2020 before all of this happened. Then it got delayed because of what happened, and delayed again and again, and then finally happened. But then we went, had a wonderful evening, and that's where I caught COVID. So I started showing symptoms on Saturday evening, and it felt like I had just been knocked flat by a truck of pain, not pain, but fever, delirium and sweating. It was horrible. It happened to poorly coincide with people coming around and having a ill-fated barbecue, which turned into just a grill BQ because it started raining. We had recorded a live podcast episode for my podcast in the daytime, but I felt fine then. It was only the evening it started sort of like descending upon me, and I initially thought it's probably just because I partied too hard, got drunk too much the past 2 days. But no, I woke up the next day, took a test, the 2 red lines, oh fuck, basically. So that wasn't great. I mean, it's now Wednesday, I think. I don't know, all time has kind of lapsed into nothingness now. But I do feel a little bit better, not quite as feverish, not quite as achy. It doesn't hurt to touch my own skin anymore. I'm starting to be able to taste things again. I didn't lose my sense of smell, no more or less than you would do if you had a cold or the flu, for instance. But it still made everything taste really weird and different, and it just didn't help that I didn't have an appetite either, including all the sweat that I sweat out. I have lost a little bit of weight. That's definitely not a good way to lose weight. Don't follow that advice. There are easier ways to lose weight than catch COVID. Please don't do that. But I am feeling better, but it's kind of tricked me into thinking that I am well, and I'm not fully well. I'm very much not well. I'm not over the hill yet, but compared to how I was feeling those first few days, I do feel like I could go 10 rounds with a diseased chipmunk or something and win. So this isn't the first time I've caught like a virus that has originated from an animal in some way or other. Back in 2009, there was, of course, swine flu that was going around. I was one of the only people in my flat. To be fair, there were only 3 of us, so 1 in 3 chance I got it, because I used to go out partying all the time at uni. We were all sad because the recession had just happened and all that crap. And then I got even sadder because I was bedbound for almost a week, and I think that was probably worse because I wasn't looking after myself very well anyway. The fever hit me with such reckless abandon. I was hallucinating sometimes, I remember very vividly. Very ill-advisedly watching Stephen King's It before passing out, and then I had a nightmare where I opened a book up and Pennywise jumped out on me like this. And then I opened my eyes and he was coming down at the ceiling and he disappeared like 2 millimeters from my face, and I just kind of froze up like this and made this noise because I couldn't figure out what was real or not for a second, and that was probably the worst it got. I think the symptoms of that lingered for around 2 weeks though, and I had some job interviews as I was applying for a work placement. Suffice to say I didn't get them because there's some kind of snotty mess really. I don't blame them at all, but it's no worse than that, but it's way more infectious. That's the other thing. It's just a much more infectious version of that kind of thing, and there's other factors at play, but that's, from my experience, that's what I can take away from that. Interesting point of fact, one of my flatmates was really nice and he brought me food and Lemsips, and the other one stayed away from me like I was a carrier of the plague. Neither of them caught it, but the bonus was that this other flatmate we didn't really like that much, so we both got his absence as a gift of it. So, okay, well, that's it. It's a pretty short one. It was quite a little bit more rambling than I thought it was going to be. This new camera's kind of nice. I mean, look at that. Ooh, manual focus. You can see right up my nostril, into my eye. Okay, this is probably derailed enough now, so I'm going to sign off. I'll see you next time. Bye. Well, wasn't that riveting? Told you it was probably not even worth me releasing on its own ever. But now you know some context behind it. Perhaps you go, oh right, just considering he was on his arse with COVID, did pretty well if you got this far and are thoroughly underwhelmed by the production qualities. But I'm still learning how to use this new software, which is called CovidVlog. Thank you, future me, for editing that voice clip in. You idiot. You've been wonderful. I'll see you next episode. Bye. Why you keep rambling on and on?